I'm going to try to cut as much of this wood as I can before next spring. As you can see, I rode the wood over. That is because I didn't want to hit the ground and dull my saw. I got 6 pieces, so that should be good enough for now. We'll take them back home and split them up. Today I went to the woodpile to cut some more firewood. First I had to cut the ends off of some of these bigger pieces because they was too long. Then I had to split some of these pieces of wood because they was too big to lift. Then I had to get over here in the weeds to get some more pieces of wood. I then had to saw this bigger piece up. It must have been pretty well dry because it was really easy to cut through. After I got all the cutting done, I started loading the wood into the back of my buggy. As you notice, I got safety gear on this time. That's because in my last video, I didn't have any on, and you guys said I should get some. After I got everything loaded up, I went home and started splitting the wood into smaller pieces. Then I started stacking it. I finally got the wood cut and stacked. I separated the hickory and the poplar out because some people like using hickory to smoke food with, and the poplar dries faster. What's up, guys? I'm back here at the woodpile. Today I'm going to get another load of wood, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to cut and split the wood here at the woodpile and then take it back home and stack it. What's up, guys? We are back at the woodpile. Today we're going to get this big piece of beech cut up, and we got a little piece right there, and we got a piece of white oak back there. We're going to get them all cut up and get them loaded. Alright, guys, I got all the wood cut except for that big piece over there. I'm going to leave it till next time. Hey guys, I'm back at the woodpile today. Today, I'm going to bust this big piece of beech up, and I'm going to cut that big piece of white oak up. So, let's get started. Hey guys, I'm back at the woodpile today. Since we ain't got much time, I'm just going to cut these 2 pieces of hickory back here. So, let's get started. We are back at the woodpile today. Today, we're going to cut a bunch of rounds and then take them back home, and then we'll split them tomorrow. We got it all loaded up. We're going to take it home and unload it. We're going to split this in the next video. We got to split and cut this wood up that we cut at the woodpile the other day. We're back at the woodpile, guys. I got an order to do 1/4 of a rick of wood, so we're going to cut that piece of beech right there, and then we got a little piece of white oak right there. So let's get started and get to cutting. We got the wood cut and loaded into the back of the buggy. I actually cut a little bit more than 1/4 of a rick of wood, but that's okay. So we're going to take it back home and unload it. We're back at the woodpile today, and we're going to cut some more firewood. We're back at the woodpile today, and we're going to cut some more firewood. Some of you may notice that the woodpile does look a little bit different from last time we cut here. That's because some other people has been cutting some firewood here, which is totally fine. So we're just going to get as much of it as we can and let the other people have the rest. So what I've decided to do today is I'm going to cut a bunch of rounds and load them into the back of my buggy and take them back home and split them up and try to get as much as I can in one load. We got it loaded. We're going to take it back home and unload it. We'll split this in the next video. We're going to chop this wood up that we cut at the woodpile in the last video. We got the wood cut and stacked. There was one piece that I couldn't bust. That piece right there. It was just so knotty I couldn't bust it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're back at the wood pile and we're going to cut some more firewood. I'm back at the wood pile and we're going to cut some more firewood. We're back at the wood pile and we're going to cut some more firewood. I'll have to split that piece up with a saw because it's double-hearted. So let's get started and cut some firewood. Well guys, my maul just broke. And almost hit my phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these pieces home. I'm going to have to saw this in two to get it loaded. We got the wood unloaded. I was going to split it today too, but my plans changed because my maul broke. I'm going to get a maul and we're going to split this in the next video. We're going to chop these pieces of wood up that we cut at the wood pile in the last video. As some of you know, my maul broke in the last video, so I went and got a new one. It's an 8-pound maul and the brand is Collins Axe. We're going to see how well it'll split. This first piece of wood was kind of hard to split. I moved on to a piece of maple, which was very easy to split. Then I came back to a piece of red oak, which was kind of hard to split. And then I went on to another piece of red oak. It was really knotty, it was double-hearted, and it was kind of hard to split, but I finally got to it. The maul does pretty good. It feels really good in my hands, and I feel I have total control of the maul. When I got done splitting the wood, I started stacking it. Stacking is probably the easiest process, and I got these 2 ricks of wood done, and they will probably be going to my neighbor. We got the wood split and stacked. I like my new maul. It does pretty good. I give it a 7 out of 10. Make sure you like the video and hit that subscribe button. We're back at the wood pile and we're going to try to cut some more firewood. I got my chainsaw started and got to work on this piece of white oak. Somebody had already cut into one side of it, so I didn't have to do as much work. Some of you may know that I started this project back in August when I was going to try to cut as much of this wood as I could before next spring. Unfortunately, that has come to an end. As you can tell, there is still plenty of wood here, but it is just too knotty and too rough to bust. So, we're going to get this last load of wood and take it home. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 750 subscribers by Christmas, and give it a big like because that pushes it out to other people. We got our last load loaded up. We're going to take it back home and unload it.